Jalen Carter is one of the most unique NFL stories I have seen in a very long time. From falling in the draft to having a bad character to now being one of the best interior defensive linemen in football in his third season. This dude is unbelievable, and in this video on this channel we're going to be breaking down a ton of individual film. So if you guys came over from my main channel, this one's going to be a little bit different because instead of breaking down entirety of teams, I want to do individual players. For example, Jalen Carter or Nakobe Dean or Quinyon Mitchell, Cooper DeJean, right? So we're going to break down a ton of film. If you guys want more of these specific breakdowns, comment down below who you want me to do next, and don't worry, we're going to have a ton of film out this season. Now with that being said, let's dive into this play here, and this video is going to be, yeah, you guessed it, Jalen Carter. Unbelievable player, and he's going to be an absolute superstar over the next decade and a half. I can just tell already. So right here we got 3rd and 1, right? We're going to try to get a handoff up this B gap right in between Jalen Carter. Now even pre-snap, I don't really understand why do we want to run to Jalen Carter's side. It doesn't make sense, right? But they're going to try to do it anyway. And as this right tackle, we want to attack this inside shoulder and kind of drive him outwards, opening up this B gap for at least a shot to get into the end zone. But what Jalen Carter does on this play is he's going to lift up his shoulder. He's going to force this guy to overcommit to that inside shoulder that's not going to be there anymore. Ready? Boom, right? Goes right through it, tries to power through his right shoulder, is not able to do so. Now Jalen Carter has got a free rush to the running back and takes him down for a loss of 3. Jalen Carter is not real. He must be a robot. He must have been made in a factory. At the end of the day, this dude is a different breed. Now, we're going to break down a ton of film in this video. Before we jump in, since this is my first video on the channel, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, join the family, and with that being said, let's dive into some Jalen Carter film. Alright, here we go again. Now this play, they're trying to sell a run to this side and have Bryce Young come off like a bootleg. But again, watch Jalen Carter. They're going to really power this offensive line to the right side, trying to sell that run. They're going to leave one-on-one matchups here with the tight end Jalen Carter. The tight end's going to get out in a quick little route out here. We're going to get like a stick. We're going to get like a crosser over the middle, right? Basically just trying to get this bootleg out to the right side, which is fine, right? But when you can't defend Jalen Carter, it's not going to work, right? So again, watch these tight ends, watch the offensive line, power to the left. Tight end's going to try to maybe get in the way slightly of Jalen Carter, but other than that, he's on a free release. Watch how he doesn't bite on the run at all. Even if they did hand the football off, that was getting blown up in the backfield. Jalen Carter does a really good job kind of just staying right in front of Bryce Young, who has nowhere to go with the football. I mean, everything is absolutely clamped at this point. Maybe you can dump it down, but at the end of the day, Jalen Carter does a great job, even not getting that roughing the passer call as well. Right, this is beautiful. Jalen Carter is a freak of nature, and it doesn't even really make sense when you think about it. This dude's just unreal. All right, now the best thing about playing Bryce Young as a defense is most of the time he'll tell you where he wants to go with the football. He doesn't really know, yet how to manipulate a safety, right? And right now we have this one high safety look, which means you should have yes/no reads everywhere, right? If you're able to move this safety in this direction and have, Adam Thielen on a wheel route down the right sideline, which we do have, that it should be one-on-one coverage. However, when you aren't able to manipulate the safety, right, it's going to be a bad decision, right? But what I want to show you on this play specifically is we're going to drop Nolan Smith back into coverage. We're going to slide this defensive line to this side of the field, which is going to leave one-on-one with Jalen Carter in the right tackle, which is huge. So watch this play here. We're going to attack this A gap with the linebacker, forcing the right guard to have to rotate back over. Once we see this one-on-one with Jalen Carter, we are absolutely loving it, right? So he's going to generate just a little bit of pressure, which forces Bryce Young to prematurely throw this football before Adam Thielen's able to get open, or before he's able to really see this route develop, which he overthrows it, throws an interception to CJ Gardner-Johnson, which is huge. This play does not happen without Jalen Carter drawing that pressure. But also, look at the communication here by the the DBs, right? We're going to rotate over. We can tell we got man-to-man here, man-to-man here, man-to-man here, right? However, when they motion back, we communicate. Cooper DeJean's able to tell Darius Slay, okay, wait, I got Adam Thielen, I got him, right? Now we're set up. We know what we're doing. We got this covered. Great coverage here by Cooper DeJean, basically staying hip to hip the entire time. This is really good coverage, right? And maybe it does get open slightly, but since Jalen Carter is able to get that pressure, apply that pressure, he's not able to do it. And what I mean by not being able to manipulate the defense, whenever you have one high safety, you want to get this guy to bite up. How do you do that? Maybe you look at David Moore over the middle of the field, gets him to bite up, and now you have this one-on-one down the right sideline. But instead, watch what Bryce Young does. He drops back, he looks to the right side, and he just throws it. He stares down the receiver he wants to throw to, which ultimately gives them an interception. Great job by Cooper DeJean, great job by C.J. Gardner-Johnson, and a great job by Jalen Carter, forcing that interception for the Eagles defense. Now, on specific plays, as a defensive lineman, you're taught to not overcommit on the pass rush, especially when you're playing a quarterback who can get outside and, make a play with his legs, right? And whenever you're sending 4 to the quarterback, you have a lane that can really open up, right, at any point in time, which is why, again, they're taught to never overcommit or not always overcommit to a pass rush. So right here, we get a 5-man scat protection initially, getting out into a screen pass for the running back who's actually going to go from left to right. Now, whenever you have this little scat protection, once you see these guys start to let you into the backfield, right, that's when you know something's up here. But he's going to keep his eyes on the running back because they don't initially just let him in, right? They don't want to show that they're doing screen because Jalen Carter's so good at reading an offense and what they're trying to do. So instead, they block, and then he watches the running back. As the running back gets outside the pocket, he starts to notice there's guys getting in front, into this direction. So now he block sheds, get immediately off, and takes down the running back for a loss of 5 yards. Again, the ability to read, react, and attack without overcommitting to a certain side is a beautiful job here by Jalen Carter, which once again shows us this dude is unbelievable. If he's not able to get this tackle, you got a really big pickup here for this Carolina Panthers offense. Let's go, man. I love the way this dude plays football. Now, like I said before, guys, do me a favor, join the family if you haven't already done so. Let's see if we can get 30 subscribers. See if we can get 30 subscribers. This is my first video. And trust me, there's going to be a lot of Eagles videos that come out over the next few weeks, months, years. We got you guys covered. Let's go. All right, here's another really good play. This time we're in a 5-man scat protection, a little bit of pre-snap motion. We can tell we're in a zone defense. By the way, Cooper DeJean doesn't follow 13 over. So once we figure out that this is zone defense for Bryce Young, only rushing 4 guys. So we really got to make sure we can get this ball out quicker than usual because Josh Sweat, Nolan Smith, these guys are so good off the edge. I mean, look at Josh Sweat. Explodes outside. He's going to, basically push and use his strength to bully this guy to the outside, attack the inside, gets Bryce Young outside the pocket. Great job here by the defense in totality, just forcing Bryce Young in different directions, not allowing him to be comfortable at any point in time. Milton Williams right here, great job. Right, and then here comes Jalen Carter, just playing the middle of the field, forcing that ball to come out just a little bit early. You have a wide open tight end down here, but since we're able to get that pressure, what do we cause? A bad throw, an overthrow by Bryce Young, and could have been a massive play, but it wasn't a massive play because this front 4, man, just generating pressure, never allowing Bryce Young to feel comfortable in this pocket at all. I mean, there's no time that he felt confident to throw this football, and again, whenever you can generate pressure, you're going to force a bad throw, a bad decision, a bad pass, a interception, a fumble, whatever it may be, right? So again, this defense was nasty. Now, I don't want this video to be too long, so we are going to end it here. If you guys want a part 2 where we break down even more of the defense, we can do Cooper DeJean and Quinyon Mitchell even more. We can do the pass rush even more. Let me know what you guys want to see, or the offense. Hit the like button, subscribe, join the family, turn on post notifications, and I will see you guys in the next Eagles update, which should be very, very soon. Peace.